just over a month ago, I built a survival teepee right near the river. You guys loved it and it got thousands of views, making it my most viewed video. It ended up being a very nice place to hide from my challenge videos and slightly waterproof, and also there's a little fireplace in there as well. And all that took me tens of hours just to build this fort completely by myself. But we still have two major issues with the fort that I will be addressing and going face to face with in today's video. And our goal for fixing these two issues is to make it livable, which is why the first thing we're gonna do is to waterproof it. And so yes, we're gonna be using thatch. And thatch is traditionally a mixture between mud, soil, and leaves and sticks like that and debris. But in this video, we're gonna be using our abandoned pond's muddy clay mixed with hay. Now I know I really haven't been posting consistently, and that's partially because of how many hours this has took tens of hours to apply all the thatch around this teepee. Now I know I said I would post consistently like a month ago at the end of November when I reached 1,000 subscribers, but really this 2025 I will really start doing that. And so the most time consuming part is gathering and applying all the thatch. So let's start off with that. And we will be using buckets to mix both of these materials together, which will ultimately create our teepee waterproofing solution. And then a couple hours later, I finally filled up all 13 buckets, added thatch, and then they're ready to be put on. Then for part of the wall of the fort just to cave in. So I reinstalled some support branches and then I filled it back in. Once I patched up the fairly large dent in the teepee, just to realize that I only put a very small dent in the amount of thatch I needed to cover this entire teepee. But before we continue with today's video, I just want to thank you all for reaching 1,000 subscribers. It's been one of my biggest goals for a long time now. And so if you're subscribed or you're interested, just go to the community tab, and then you'll be able to answer them. And the more you answer, the more they're going to pop up in your FYP, or not too much, but in your homepage when you enter YouTube. But just make sure to answer them once you see them in your homepage, because if everyone starts doing that, we're averaging about 10 right now. If we get average about 20 again, like what we did a month ago, that'd be awesome. On that, make sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content we do, or in the outdoors, or just the outdoors in general, or maybe some tech videos as well, GoPro content, Insta360 content. I try to throw that in there sometimes. Or if you're a fisherman as well, just make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to get notified every time we upload a new video, because it really helps me out and keeps the channel going. And on that, we have some amazing videos coming up in the future, potentially building even more larger, more massive teepees and other cool forts like that and that could be in the coming months. With that being said, let's get right back to the video. Also, by the way, so far it's been like 4 days. I just only skipped to the afternoon or the evening time because it gets so dark early, and that's when I get home. This video took like weeks. Then I realized it would go faster if I had a better way to haul all the mud and, well, the thatch to the teepee. So it was time to bring out the wheelbarrow. Oh, you know what that is? That, my friends, is some sort of lamprey. We probably won't encounter him again. Who knows? But then, on my second or third load, it fell into the ditch. So after trying for about 15 minutes, I finally brought it back to the teepee. Then I decided to adapt my idea from using buckets. So now I would use buckets to fill up and then add to the wagon that's right over near the hay bale, and then bring that and mix that over to the teepee. I'm gonna spend the next 10 hours or so, or maybe even 20 hours doing that. So let's do that and get to the easier part. And then finally I was all done with spreading all the thatch. So I took down the door, and then the next morning I made it more narrow to fit a door in there. This is on Christmas Eve. I also posted a YouTube short talking about there is an issue with the teepee. However, it is fine now. It doesn't rely too much on that beam, so it won't collapse in. So then I weave some cedar branches back in. I also sweeped up some of it. Then I worked on the area surrounding it. And with that, we are all done, except for one small thing that I might just leave open for now. So I'll give you a tour, and just let you guys know I didn't have enough time to add moss or some other small touch-up things I could have done to make this look better. Actually, I think I got everything now, except for the moss. Eventually, it's just going to dissolve all the mud and clay, probably. So I might start adding stuff on it later. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks actually quite amazing. So you just walk along this path. Well, first of all, you could access it from here. This one's larger. It gets smaller that way. It opens up again. Sometimes my dad uses the tractor over there as well. But yeah, pretty nice area over here. Boom. Supposed to open the door. I actually might not really be able to put a door in there, possibly, but I could probably just put like a wooden slab. So yeah, we got that. We're not adding hinges to it. Eventually it might not for video, but yeah, there we go. That's pretty nice.
Oh, you cleaned around it. Oh, this looks so nice.
Eventually this is gonna age and not be as bright, like quickly. The older moss or older, yeah, that'd be pretty nice. There's a mushroom right there. It's pretty clean in there. You can see that there's some water droplets in there. Here and there's some water. Yeah, that's probably what it is. But once it's dry, does that make sense? So, yeah. Come on, wanna come in?
Oh, that's much better.
That's where I put my boots, right there.
Boots.
You can stand up right here. It's just. I'm gonna throw some mud up there, and then I'll end the video and bring everything up and put it back. Alright guys, with that said, that'll do it for today's adventure. But of course, if you guys have any questions or comments or just future video ideas or improvements, I guess, let me know down in the comments below. I'll really answer any questions or other videos. Feel free to drop them down in the comments down below. And of course, check out our post or community tab if you're subscribed, or if you're interested in our content. I'd recommend doing that. Or if you are subscribed, definitely click that notification bell, because we have future videos coming up, and I also think I'm going to do a collab with other people, not other creators, but other people on building a new fort, maybe slightly larger and definitely more professional, because at the time I didn't try to make it super strong, so it did cave in a little bit. But I'm going to explain why I have not been uploading in a while. Now I know I have done this recent video, the recap, the rewind video 3 days ago or something, but I have not uploaded other than that, and two or three YouTube shorts I've not uploaded since, because well, it's been like 4 weeks, 3 or 4, so that could have been 3 or 4 videos, because I do every weekend now since November, end of November, when I reached 1,000 subscribers. I'd post exactly once a week on the weekends, sometimes maybe extra, but normally 2 shorts, and then every 3 or 4 days I'll do a post, maybe more, on my community tab, or just YouTube posts. But yeah, a lot of it was for Christmas. What I got a gaming, or not necessarily gaming, but a PC for productivity, a little bit of gaming. I've been testing out Horizon Forbidden West, and can't show you footage of that quite yet. I'll show you more and talk about it more on my Instagram, which those are the other 2 platforms I'm on, and also eventually for content creating and editing. Once I have a little bit of time, I could download some software that's free, and I will get more advanced into that in computers. I can get into that in seconds, but not quite yet. I already am using my iPad for all of that. But here, this is not a very good angle, but allow me to show you. Yeah, I'll show you guys more on my Instagram, so you can check it out. It is a private account, so I'm gonna have to approve you, it's not a big deal. I'll approve anyone that wants to follow. It just turns private automatically for some reason. However, that won't be for long. However, with that said, it is 2025. I'm gonna post consistently, as I said, and yeah, I'm kind of ending up this video pretty quickly. Yeah, so every long-term video every weekend, so see you next time then, other than the YouTube shorts. And I also consistently post, probably daily, on stories on Instagram, but like long-term posts and reels every four times a week, at least, on Instagram. With that said, see you guys in the next video. My content is gonna get much better this 2025. Anyway, gotta go. See you in the next adventure or project.